Hello, this is P4 and we're back with episode 6, I think. And as I promised, I did some off-screen training. And as you can see, I leveled up all the Pokemon I caught in the last episode. Here's Bill. He didn't learn any new moves. He still has the Water Gun, Water Sport, Wind Attack, and Supersonic. Not a bad move pool. Unfortunately, his stats are kind of crummy, so Bill isn't exactly the best Pokemon. But he's not terrible. We needed a Water type and a Flying type, and he's both those, so that's pretty cool. Cacnea is the same, but Cacnea is the same. Machop's the same. Sneasel, I leveled him up to 14 as well. Sneasel is pretty powerful. It learned Quick Attack, which it really is kind of redundant on Sneasel. I mean, Quick Attack gives you priority, but Sneasel's fast enough that it usually doesn't need priority, but it's better than nothing, and it hits pretty hard, but later on, Sneasel doesn't get that many good moves, so I'll probably use Sneasel a little less later on. Then, Houndoom is a monster. Even with just Ember, usually 2-hit KOs or OHKOs everything. So Cody's doing some work. I'd say the two MVPs in my team right now are Houndoom and Breloom, because they both hit pretty hard. Allanite is pretty important. He helps take care of my Flying weakness. Being a rock type, he resists flying type attacks. So it's pretty valuable because, as I was complaining pretty much the whole walkthrough, my team is really flying weak. Unfortunately, his best move was Bite. It was really hard to level him up because he only knew Constrict as an offensive move, and that did like 1 damage to everything. I finally got him Bite with his which is special in this generation, so Squidward can actually hurt some things now. So later on, when Squidward actually gets a good water move, that's not with Jaw, because with Jaw doesn't inflict damage. But when he gets a good water move, he'll be a precious member to the team. As you can see, Breloom isn't in my party right now. I'm still going to use him, but I said he's the Pokemon I probably use the most, so I want to give him a break. I'm going to try to give all my Pokemon some screen time, so today we're going to keep Bill in front of our party for now. So, I was in the Poké Center, I just healed up my Pokemon. I was training in the cave over here on Route 106. I forget what the cave was called. Is it just the Dewford Cave? The Granite Cave. I was training in the Granite Cave over here. And, there is one thing about randomizers is how easy it is to train. Because normally you find a bunch of weak Pokemon that don't give you experience, but here, look. You find some pretty powerful Pokemon that give you quite a bit of experience when you defeat them. So it did not take that long to level up my Pokemon, which is a great thing. An escape rope, that'll be helpful for when we want to get out later. Alright, now this is where we can use Cacnea's Flash. Cacnea actually tried to learn Sand Attack when it grew to level 17, but since... I totally forgot about that. Alright, we can actually probably challenge the gym leader now. Yeah, we can't use Flash because we don't have the badge yet. I kind of forgot about that. But, Pelipper might be the MVP of the team here because it has Wind Attack, and Wind Attack is super effective against other fighting types. Shadow probably won't see any usage because Dark Ice is extremely weak to fighting attacks. And Houndoom, while it's powerful and fast, isn't exactly very bulky, and it's weak to fighting moves, so I don't know why I went in the Poké Center. I thought it was the gym. So, it probably can't take a fighting hit well at all, so, You're actually not supposed to use Flash here. Every time you beat a trainer, it gets brighter in here. Hey, how's it going, Champion Bound Paul? Dewford's gym leader, Brawly, commands Fighting-type Pokemon. Go against him with normal-type Pokemon and ask him for trouble. Fighting-type Pokemon will lay a serious smackdown on normal Pokemon. Good thing we don't have any, so be careful. What's worse, the gym is as dark as the ocean floor. But it will get brighter after defeating the trainers in your way. Hey, go for it. So we're going to leave with Bill, because Bill could use some training. Like I said, his stats aren't great. So if we're going to use him against Brawly, we should level him up a little bit. I don't exactly remember the maze of this gym, so don't you dare brush me off. It's not my fault if you cry. Oh, come at me, bro. Sis, bro, whatever. Laura sends out Medite, who is a fighting type, so Wind Attack should do a bunch of damage. Let's go. And I did a fair amount. I'm satisfied with the damage. Bide, yeah, I'm not worried about Bide. You're dying anyways. So we've got Bill a whole bunch of experience. Yeah, if you want... Wow, I lost! That's funny because she decided we'd cry. If you want to leave a new nickname for Bill, I will gladly change Bill's nickname because it's... Bill's kind of lame. Until then, though, I'll be calling it Bill. Uh-oh, is this a double battle? I'll show you the gumption of a sailing man. I wasn't prepared for a double battle. I think Cacneo is my other Pokemon. Scarecrow. Scarecrow is actually my highest level Pokemon now. Of all of those, the biggest threat's probably Machop. So I think I'll have Wing Attack on Machop, and that should kill it in one hit. No, Wingo, you're pathetic. Yeah, that bite actually, that did nothing. Come on, Scarecrow. I think I'll finish off Machop and Leech Seed, or here, Growth. Because Meditite is going to use Bite. I don't want to attack Meditite when it's biting. So now I can use Supersonic on Meditite. And I want to absorb Meditite because it should unleash its energy because Cacnea is slower, I think it was. Hopefully it hurts itself. Yes! Lucky! Confusion Hex. Alright, now we can finish it off with a Water Gun, just for giggles. That wasn't a very funny, but I'll giggle anyways. Giggle. Alright, Bill grew level 15. And he actually got a decent stat boost. Defense will help, HP will help, and special attack will help in that gym. Just some random little trivia. I guess not really trivia, but when Wingull evolves to Pelipper, it actually gets slower, so... I'm not saying you should keep your Wingull and not evolve it, because Wingull's really bad. I mean, Pelipper isn't that good, but Wingull's just terrible. So you should still evolve it. It's just, I think it's funny. Usually when Pokemon evolve, their stats get better. That's not true in Pelipper's case. His speed actually gets a little lower. But his other stats are better, so it's kind of a trade-off. A worthwhile trade-off, but I just thought that's something I'd note. So... this is pretty easy experience for... Take Cow! Not enough power! Pretty easy experience for Bill. He needs it. Like I said, he's a little weak. Fragile. Doesn't hit very hard. If you mean to pass, it has to be through me. Alright, let's go, bro. Come at me. Come at me, Christian. He sends... Makuhita is actually a bit of a threat. I can't really show off the... Houndoom I got this episode, or last episode, unfortunately, because Brawly is a fighting type gym leader, and Makuhita, because Brawly has a Makuhita, has two abilities. Both of them kind of actually hurt Houndoom. He can have Thick Fat, which halves fire attacks damage, so Ember will be doing a lot less, or he can have Thick Fat. If Ember has a chance to burn, I'm sorry, Thick Fat and Guts are Makuhita's two abilities. I told you what Thick Fat did. If he has Guts, Ember could burn Makuhita, and then the burn would actually power up Makuhita, and that'd put me in a lot of trouble. So I can't use Houndoom too much this episode, which is really unfortunate. And this thing's going to stall with Detect, which is unfortunate. Come on. Yeah, I really can't use many of the new Pokemon I got, just Bill, because all the Pokemon I got, like Ammonite's part rock, so he's weak to fighting. Sneasel's really weak to fighting. And Houndoom, I explained earlier, is also weak to fighting, so... We're already at the gym leader. You can see this cool little gym logo on the wall there. And... Bill's barely hurt. I probably should heal up, but I don't think that'll matter too much, so I'm just going to go ahead and challenge him. I'm Brawly, Dewford's gym leader. I have been turned in the rough waves of these parts, and I've grown tough in the pitch-black cave. Let's see what you're made of. And alright, we're in on this gym battle. He sent out his Machop. Bill, it's the same level as Bill, so we should be fine. Bill's going to be the MVP of this episode. After this gym battle, I'll stop using Bill, because Bill's the only Pokemon we've seen is Bill, and that's kind of lame. Alright. We may actually have to switch Pokemon. Seismic Toss does damage equal to the Pokemon using it level, which is why it did so much to Bill. It did 16 damage exactly. Oh, that's actually a problem. Reflect halves. Oh, come on. Reflect halves the damage taken from physical attacks, like flying moves, like wing attack. So that's going to be a bit annoying. Maybe we can, and then he sets up light screen too. That halves special attack damage. Oh, okay, that's cool. Actually, no, that's not that bad, because maybe I can wait out reflect turns. Reflect wears off in 5 turns, so this is actually a good way to waste reflect time. Bulk up hires attack and defense. Alright, that moveset makes no sense. Focus punch, reflect, light screen, and bide. Or, I'm sorry, bulk up. Because he said Madate was tightening his focus, which is focus punch. That's a terrible moveset, Brawly. You need to learn how to train your Pokemon right. I'm thinking about confusing this thing, but I don't want to risk it hitting through. I'm just going to go straight for the attack. I don't... Oh, nice! Nice! Not too shabby, that critical hit there, Bill. I'm proud of you. And Bill grew a level. And that's pretty cool. Whoa! You're made of a much bigger splash than I expected. You swamped me with a Pelipper. That's kind of sad, Brawly. Actually, the first time I played Sapphire, I used a Pelipper against the Elite Four, and it actually worked pretty well. It shows it could be used. Even crappy Pokemon can be used. And we got TM08 Bulk Up. Bulk Up's actually a decent move to teach to Breloom. So we may do that, actually. Maybe if I get rid of Cut, I'll replace it with Bulk Up. I kind of don't want Bulk Up and Cut, just because that's 2 moves that aren't used for offense taken up, and Breloom's a pretty offensive Pokemon. And I want to keep Stun Spore, because Stun Spore is helpful. So if I keep Stun Spore, Bulk Up, and Cut, that's only leaves enough room for a fighting move, and I want a fighting and a grass move, so I probably won't teach Breloom Bulk Up. I might teach it to Machop. In fact, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to teach it to Paulina. Let's give Paulina the Bulk Up. Because really, Paulina doesn't have that much of a move pool. It's pretty much just fighting moves. So we only really need 1 or 2 of those, and then we can get rid of Focus Energy. Because Focus Energy really isn't all that good for Bulk Up. And that's kind of set. We could use Rock Tomb. I was actually thinking about using Rock Tomb on Ammonite when I was leveling him up, because he had no good moves. But if you look, his physical attack stat is really poor. I mean, all my Pokemon have a higher one, even Pelipper, than Ammonite. So I wasn't going to give him a physical move yet. I'm not that desperate. We're actually going to use Squidward a little bit this episode. Bill's had enough where he's actually tied with Scarecrow now for our highest level Pokemon. And actually, can Squidward learn Bullet Seed? That'd be cool if he could. No, he's not. That's unfortunate. I don't want to give it to Scarecrow. Absorb is good enough. Alright then. Now that we have Flash, we can go in that cave now. Sorry about that earlier. I should have remembered that. Or maybe I did it on purpose just to show you guys. You'll never know. Alright. Wow, Pokemon. I actually found some Rayquaza as well. Another Roselia. What's up with that? I actually found some Rayquaza as well. I was training here earlier, so that's kind of cool. Yeah, I'm not going to fight the grass type, so I'm going to run. And besides, our Pokemon are pretty high level now. Not over leveled. I wouldn't call them over leveled, but they're definitely not under leveled. Alright, Scarecrow, let's light up this place. No items there. No items there. Alright, let's move on. Just a reminder, we're in this... Hoppip, get out of here, you're worthless. This isn't a new area, by the way, so I can't try to catch this Hoppip. We're here to deliver a letter to Steven for the Devon Corporation. Oh, Pupitar, that's kind of cool. He evolves to, Tyranitar. Unfortunately, I don't have any water moves yet. I'm just gonna run. If I had a water move, I would have killed it, but that's not the case. We don't have a bike yet. You can only go up those with bikes, you see? You try to walk up it, you slide down. Down there's the Pokeball. Swalot. I like Swalot's animation. We're just gonna run from this thing. Swalot's a pretty good special wall, so Ammonite won't do much damage to it. And we found a Pokeball. I almost felt as if that wasn't worth walking all the way down there for. What do we find? Another Swalot. Get out of here. I like Swalot's mustache. It looks like macaroni and cheese to me. You know what animal's really awesome? Those macaroni penguins with the feathers that look like macaroni. I think they should make a Pokemon based on them in Gen 6 Pokemon X and Y. A Feraligatr, that's awesome. But I don't feel like taking this. Oh no. That did 1 damage. Good job. Can we run? Alright. Yeah, Squidward's a little slow, so maybe I should switch up my leads. I thought there were more trainers in here. No item there. I'm tempted to put a bomb there because Zelda told me to put bombs in between rocks. I'm a wild. That's pretty cool. But we're going to run from it. Intimidate. Doesn't really matter against Squidward because Squidward's a special attacker. What's in this rock? An Everstone. Everstone's actually a useful breeding tool, but since this is a randomizer, we can't really use breeding. We can't really breed our Pokemon, so an Everstone, it doesn't have much point. Larvitar, we found Pupitar and Larvitar in the same cave. That's kind of cool. You know what? Let's let Squidward kill something. That flinch. See, Squidward is decently powerful. If he had a water move, he'd be quite a hard-hitting Pokemon. And we are back on the first floor, so we don't need to use Flash anymore. And there's another Pelipper. I guess Pelipper's just swarm this cave. So Ammonite's I should have killed the Pelipper to show you guys how Ammonite's an okay counter to flying Pokemon. And look, oh, here's Steven. Here's the pretty boy. My name is Steven. I'm interested in rare stones, so I travel here and there. Oh, a letter? In all caps? For me? Paul handed over the all caps letter. Oh, oops, I accidentally skipped his first sentence. You went through all this trouble to deliver that. I need to thank you. Let me see, I'll give you this TM. Against my favorite steel move. Obtain TM 47. Not 87, which is swagger. 47. This is Steel Wing, I think. Your Pokemon appear quite capable. If you keep training, you could even become the champion of the Pokemon League one day. That's what I think. Oh, thanks, Steven, for that pick-me-up. I know, since we've gotten to know each other, let's register one another in our Pokénavs. No, another person that can call us at any time. Alright, we got our Pokénavs, our numbers exchanged. Now I've got to hurry along. Alright. Let's see. Oops, I'm going to go to my items to check out the TM 47. Yep, it's Steel Wind like I thought. The only Pokemon we have now that right now that can learn it is Bill. I don't think I want to teach it to him, just because Pelipper doesn't have very high physical attack. It's not a bad move to teach Pelipper, it's just that if we get another flying Pokemon later, I might want to teach it to it, so I'm going to hold on to it for now. Blaziken, that's pretty cool. Yeah, look how much damage Constrict does even now. That does nothing. It did even less when he was lower level. So, he got Bite at like level 13. So that was pretty recently, and it was really hard to level up this thing until then. I had to keep switching them out and stuff. It was annoying. Snorunt. I like Snorunt. I always thought Snorunt was cute. Too bad Glalie is a terrible Pokemon. Really. Frostlass is pretty good, but Frostlass isn't in this game. And that's about all there is to do in Dewford Town. We didn't go in this house. We have to show respect to this house by going inside it. So what's happening up in here? Wow, you bothered to cross the sea to visit Dewford? Did you maybe come here because you heard about Brawly? He's so cool. Everyone idolizes him. He has all the fangirls. Gorge your eyes on this. It's a silk scarf. It's right at the cutting edge of fashion, yeah? Oh, I can see your eyes twinkling. You appreciate my dazzling style. Oh, it looks so fabulous. Oh, you're a delight. Here you go. Obtain this silk scarf. Alright, now we can make some of our Pokemon fabulous. I actually have a Pokemon I want to give this to. You see, the silk scarf powers up normal type moves. So ideally, you want to give it to a normal Pokemon. Unfortunately, we don't have any normal Pokemon. So, what Pokemon do we have that only knows normal moves that are offensive? That's easy, Shadow. Shadow already hits fairly hard with Quick Attack, and this Silk Scarf will make it hit harder. So now Shadow looks pretty fabulous. So we can move on. We got a silk scarf to make our Pokemon look fabulous and sexy. So after I heal up our Pokemon, they didn't take much damage, but there's no harm not doing it. And we can move on out from Dewford Town. Mr. Brandy and Pickle, ahoy! For you, I'll go out to sea anytime. Now, my friend, where are we bound? Let's go to, well, Petalburg is back where we started. Let's not go that. Let's go to Slateport. Slateport, is it? Anchors away! Pickle, let's set sail, my darling. And we hop back on the crazy man's boat. Now, this is 108, so we can actually catch a new 109. Ahoy! We've made land in Slateport. I suppose we're going to visit Captain Stern and deliver the Devon goods, right? Yep, this is Route 109, so we can actually catch a new Pokemon. So after we try to catch this Pokemon, I'm going to end the episode, so let's hope we end it on a good note. Actually, you know what? Wait. I'm going to purposely fail just to make sure I have Pokeballs. I have 7. I'm not comfortable with that number. Alright, I'm going to skip the trainers and run to town. Oh, darn it. Battle with me. Is he drunk? There are drunk people on Pokemon? Oh, jeez. I didn't even see her. She was hiding under the umbrella like a ninja. If this was 3rd gen, we might have had a triple battle. Look, there's a kid up there, too. I can't swim, so I'm pretending to swim. By standing on the beach. Good job. Edmund and Haley want to battle. Wingull and Meryl. Alright. Oh, Cacnea is still in 2nd place, so Cacnea is getting a fair usage this episode too. Let's bite Wingull and absorbs Meryl. Oh, Supersonic is so annoying. Yeah, of course. He just punched himself in the freaking face. Alright, let's try biting it again. Absorb will hopefully kill Meryl in one hit. Yeah, as you can see, Squidward isn't the best counter to flying types, because that bite didn't... Oh, come on, Scarecrow. That was pathetic. Because bite doesn't exactly do a whole lot of damage, especially to bulkier flying types like Pelipper. So, flying types are still a bit of a problem. But when we get Squidward like Ice Beam or something, it will be a lot better. Ice Beam's is really a solid move on like any water Pokemon. Oh, this guy is drunk as heck. Look at him. I thought so. I didn't think we could win. Wow, what negative attitude. We just battled like 2 very depressing people. One drunk, one a pessimistic loser. I'm thirsty. I wish I can go for a soda pop at the seashore house. Alright then, why are you battling me? Go get a drink. Ricky Raccoon. That's funny. Alright, let's bite this thing. Oh no. Yeah, I saw that coming. Seriously? Surf? Oh my. This guy taught his Zigzagoon surf. That's awesome. And he's on the beach. He can use his Zigzagoon as a freaking surfboard. If I was in Pokemon, that's how I'd pick up all the chicks. I'd have a Zigzagoon surfboard. Will you have another match with me when I'm not all thirsty? No! That's what I don't like about this game. They don't give you the option to say no. That's just terrible. Are you kidding me? I did not see her. You can see her inner tube barely hanging out. And I did not see it. Doesn't a beach umbrella look like a giant flower? No way. No. This is horrible. These tubers are like ninjas. Ta-da, see, my inner tube's round. These are like ninja toddlers. Look at them. They're like 8 years old. Okay, 8 years old aren't toddlers, but... Lorla and Chandler want to battle. Azurill is pathetic. You'd think Azurill is a water type, but it's not. It's a normal type, and that's just odd. I'm actually gonna not switch Scarecrow out. I was gonna switch Scarecrow out because Tentacool is a poison type, but I don't care. I'm just gonna... Oh, it might have Liquid Ooze, though. I'm gonna switch out my Scarecrow because Tentacool could have Liquid Ooze, which damages people who use absorbing moves on it, like Absorb. Well, like Absorb, of course. And besides, we can test out Shadow. We haven't seen Shadow yet this episode, and we can check out how fabulous he is with his Silk Scarf. Yeah, that did a pretty fair amount of damage. Keep in mind it's not a stab attack, and Quick Attack is actually pretty weak, and Tentacool is kind of bulky, so with all those things combined, that actually did a fair amount of damage. I'm satisfied with that damage. And let's keep biting Azurill. Azurill is just so bad. Azumarill is pretty good. With huge power, it has quite a bit of attack points, but Azurill is just bad. And it flinched just to make things that much worse. Oh no, I didn't mean to attack the Azurill. Oh well. Don't poison, don't poison. I am lucky. Usually those things poison. Yeah, just Constrict. Look how little damage they did. Constrict is a terrible move. And I actually go as far to say, excluding like Splash, Constrict is one of the worst moves. And Squidward leveled up. And so did Shadow. That was a pretty worthwhile battle, I guess. And Shadow's trying to learn Screech. Screech isn't actually that bad a move on Shadow. Basically, Screech is Leer, but twice as powerful. Screech lowers the enemy's defense 2 level, Leer lowers it 1 level. So we're gonna get rid of Leer. So that made Shadow a little better, not much. It's still not a great move, but mommy! Oh, too bad. In competitive battles, I'm here every day. Oh my gosh, she's gonna call us and tell us about like how she failed to catch a Krabby. Alright, 1 potion. Alright. As soon as I grab Pokeballs, we will go on ahead and try to... Is there other Pokemon right here? I don't remember. Let's run up here and see. Yes, there is regular Pokemon right here. Alright, give me some Great Balls. You have Great Balls? Yes, he does. Run it by 5 of those. Alright, I'm actually going to get Breloom out of the PC quick so we can paralyze whatever Pokemon we find. And who am I going to put in the PC? For now, I'm going to put Sneasel on the PC. Because Sneasel, as of now, is probably the worst, one of the more worthless members of my team. I'd say Cacnea and Sneasel are the most worthless members of my team right now. Everyone has somewhat of a point. Oh, come on. Oh, hello, Paul. This is Roxanne Whisperer Jim. I heard from Brawly that you're moving up the ranks with trainers at an incredible clip. Come on, I'm trying to wrap up this episode, Roxanne. Well, I'd rather not think that I can't beat you. I promise I will shape my gym up so that you may challenge us again. I'll be looking forward to that occasion. Yeah, I have water types now. I already could beat you. Now that I have water types, I can probably beat you even more easily. So we're going to be able to fish now, finally. And we can catch a new Pokemon. I know this episode's a little long, but I really want to catch a Pokemon in this episode because this episode's been kind of uneventful. So I want to reward you guys somewhat for sticking through. Oh, bite. Oh, darn it. I need to stop talking while I'm fishing. Alright, complete silence and concentration. And not even a nibble. That's great. Let's turn to the left. Come on, we're next to Mr. Briny. That should give us luck. Alright, that was my fault. If we stand right next to Mr. Briny, we can get something. See? Mr. Briny, he's our luck charm. Oh, Pinsir! That's pretty cool. Pinsir isn't that bad. I like Pinsir. Pinsir doesn't know that many bug moves, so I feel safe switching to Breloom. And even if it did, fighting resists bugs, so... Vice Grip does some damage. Actually, I'm glad I didn't use Rock Tomb. Oh, come on, Toad. Rock Tomb... I'm glad I didn't teach it to Amistar, because Rock Tomb wouldn't be that bad on Pinsir. Alright, let's weaken him a little bit. I don't feel comfortable using... I'm going to use Leech Seed to weaken it. Now that I'm freed for the bite, I think I'll switch out. I'll switch out to... Squidward, because he can resist both Vice Grip and Bite, because he's a rock type. Yeah, see, that did nothing. Unfortunately, that'll do something. But Leech Seed will recover that right back. And I can constrict it to do a little bit of damage, just to weaken it a little faster than Leech Seed's doing. Once it gets in yellow, I'll start throwing Great Balls at it. lower its speed. Not that it really mattered, it was already slower than me anyways. And Pinsir, next episode maybe I'll use Pinsir, just for fun. I don't think Pinsir's all that good. I know a certain YouTuber would hate me for saying that, but... Alright, I'm going to throw a great ball at it now. It's paralyzed, fairly weak. We have a fair chance, I think. Oh, okay, apparently not. Looks like we got a badass over here. Alright, hopefully this time it works, because it's getting pretty weak. I mean, it's a pretty strong Pokemon. It just doesn't learn that many good moves right now. And later gens it does, but by level up, it doesn't. I think we're going to lose it anyways. I don't think we're going to catch this thing, guys. Oh, not too shabby. We caught Pinsir. Alright, so their pincers are strong enough to shatter thick logs. Because they're just like the cold, Pinsir buries and sleeps under the ground on chilly nights. Yeah, so I'm just going to give this thing a really quick name. Name it Beetle, after that guy in Zelda. Not Beetle, Beetle. He likes beetles. Yeah, that's not a very good nickname, so I'll let you guys come up with a better one. If you wanted, not Hayden's nickname, Dick Pinch, just because I don't want to rip on Hayden's name. So something, don't put Dick Pinch, that's been done already. Put something your own. So yeah, please comment if you liked the video, leave a like, and subscribe. Farewell.